talking about how to decorate your lidded vessel. We talked about prior how to build this. Now we're talking about decorating it. What kind of design you're gonna come up with, how unique it's gonna be different from everything else. What's the handle gonna be? My little guy here is the handle for my piece. Really put some thought into what you're building and making. That's my suggestion. Make yours different from everybody else's. They're gonna be the same shape, kind of a round shape with a foot on the bottom, with a handle and a lid made from 2 pinch poles. How can you make yours different from everybody else's? What can you do to make yours stand out? My recommendation, the rule I live by, is if it takes me a day or 2 to build something, I put just about the same amount of time in the decoration. An issue kids struggle with when building these pieces or making them is they get to the point where they'll spend a day, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days building it, and then spend 5 minutes decorating it. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not expecting everybody to do something like I made, or like, oh my gosh, Mr. Yeager, I can't make a handle, a little person handle on top of mine. But I'm actually gonna put some thought into it and begin to decorate it. You know, that's the biggest thing I can tell you, is put some time in your design. Put some time in your creating. This video will show you how I did mine.
Here I'm getting to plan out my design. I have a rough idea what I'm going to do and I'm just sketching it out. You can use a pencil, you can use your needle tool, whatever you want to do to rough get what I did. This is not a finished piece by any means. This is me roughing out my idea before I begin to carve it in. Remember, planning your idea takes time. You gotta think about what you're going to make and then begin to slowly carve and remove clay. This is what we call incising. And I've just removed the lid, come back in, planning out my design. Once I have all that planned out, I'll begin to use some ribbon tools and begin to carve and remove the clay, as you can see here. I'm carving these big disc areas, so I'm removing the clay, carving them in, and then I begin to go add lines around it. That's kind of what I'm working on here. One thing that helps when I have to remove pieces or I'm carving on something, I don't want to have it pressed directly on the surface. I can use a sponge that's dry. I have some foam in the back of my room to work on your designs with, to carve away and remove the clay. You know, it's kind of hard to maneuver the clay around in one place. You might have to, you know, use some foam to help support it so you can really get in there, work on your carving. Again, remember, when you work on your design, put as much time into it as you did building it. As I'm getting close to finishing up my design, I'm just kind of go back in here, clean it up. I will also go back in, look at the inside of my piece, make sure everything's nice and well smoothed, nothing's in there. If I do cut through my piece, I can go back through, add some clay on the inside. Really, I'm just make sure everything kind of connects, works together, yeah, it all just kind of works together as a final project before I begin to add my handle onto my piece. Here I'm beginning to work on my handle of my piece. I decided to put a little person on there. I built the piece with little separate parts, all solid pieces of clay. Here I'm just blending, making sure everything fits upon my lid so it actually can support the weight of me lifting the lid up itself. Kind of blending, shaping, and stuff like that. Be a unique idea with your handle. Have it somehow go along with the theme of your piece. Whatever your theme is. If you're going just a random design, have it somehow match your design. I'm looking more than just having you stick a ball of clay on there, but really coming something unique and different. When I get down to the final stage of my piece, I sign the bottom of it, and my piece is completed. Make sure your name is on the bottom of your finished work, and let's see what you can make.